All right,
And you
so
can take
this
pictures
is
of it and decide.
locking in our contrast color without working it into our stitches here. We're just going to lock it. So I've already knit one. I started it, I locked it in over here just to start it. It was the first time using this color. So I've knit one here and now I'm going to lock it. And this one here, we're just going to loop it over the top.
You're out of the picture. Thank you.
All right, so we'll do it again. Go in as if to knit, and we're going to get that over the top of our needle there. And then we're going to finish our stitch here. Okay, complete it. Okay, now I'm going to knit one plain, and we're going to do it again. We're going to insert it here, go over the top of the needle, bring our yarn around to knit, and knit the stitch. Knit the next one, so we're locking it every other stitch across. So I just did a knit, so I'm going to lock this one. Insert, yarn over the top, around as if to knit, and finish the stitch. Knit a stitch. You see how this comes across on the back? It's locked in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's locked in there. Okay? And there's nothing in the front. So we're locking it without working it into our stitch. Alright, so I need to lock again. Around, as if to knit, finish the stitch. So this is the easier of the two when you're locking your contrast color into your main color. It's a easier because you're not really undoing anything. You're just going around making sure. See how that goes up and under that? And then you're just pulling it through. So it's almost one step. So I'm going to knit one, lock one on top, bring it around as if to knit, and locking it in. So it's really loose right here. It really doesn't lock in this one here, but it sets it up to lock it into this next stitch. Okay, so knit one, bring it around, so it kind of feels like it might not be working, but it really is. It's putting it on top of that yarn to get locked into the next stitch, and then I'm just going to knit the last one here. And then you can see how none of that is showing through, but you can see it carried across
It's real
there.
pretty yarn.
Yeah, it's a good contrast. So one's light and one's dark. So it's worked in there, so it adds to the thickness of your yarn or your fabric, but it's not showing to the front. So that is knitting and locking your contrast color. So knitting with your main color, locking with your contrast color on the right side row.